Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another new video. So today we're going to be starting a project, something that I should have done a while ago when I first got the car, but just been putting it off because it's going to take quite a bit of time. And that is going to be doing a paint correction and ceramic coating. It's hard to see in here, but this paint is not quite perfect. I'll get out another light and we'll see if you can see some of the imperfections, but it's got some swirls. Just some light scratching on the top. So we're gonna do probably a two-step paint correction. I'm gonna start off with a microfiber pad and some compound, and from there we'll move to a softer foam pad and some polish. Should be able to get everything out. I've done, well, not quite everything, but almost everything. Aim for about 95 to 98% correction. I've been doing this for quite a few years, so this was I used to do this actually professionally. I worked at a detail shop where we did paint correction, ceramic coatings, PPF, detailing, all that kind of stuff. So I'm fairly confident with it. I've done it plenty of times before. I've actually done it on a few F80s, so not too uncommon. This car, I actually already did the roof. So because it's carbon roof, always a little skeptical about the clear coat fading and peeling in the sun. So I did that pretty much as soon as I got it. Paint corrected that and then threw some coating on there. But I'll give you a little bit of a walkthrough. I'm not gonna do a full how-to. I probably recommend going to somebody professionally if you're gonna do this. It's not that it's difficult, but there are some skills that you might need to learn or some techniques that are a little different. So I'll go ahead and show you everything that I'm gonna use, and then I'll show some clips, some before and afters. Get started on this. So I'm expecting this to take me a few days, maybe 2 to 3, just by myself. Like I said, don't need to do the roof because we've already completed that. I have already ceramic coated the wheels. So I took those off a few weeks ago, cleaned them up, ceramic coated those. So we're all good there. I actually already washed the car, so the car's already been washed, prepped, let it dry to make sure some of the water got out of the creases. But we're going to get it prepped. I'll probably tape off a few little things. There's not much to tape on this car. All these trims here are all gloss black, so we'll tape off the door edges. These seals, don't want to get any compound on those. We'll tape off the ones right here on the front. Pretty easy car to do, not too many difficult areas. I'll show you what we're gonna use and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay guys, I figured out how to get this all laid out. So here I've got everything we're gonna start with. Like I said, we're gonna start with, this is just a 5-inch dual action polisher. We're gonna use some microfiber pads. These are Rupes pads, just a good basis for a little bit more aggressive cutting. BMW paint's a little bit hard, so sometimes we need an aggressive cut. We're gonna use Griot's Fast Correcting Cream. I love this compound, so we used to use that all the time at my previous job, and honestly, it's just a good basis. If you need something really aggressive, it probably won't make it, but if you're just looking to get out some minor scratches with a deep scratch here and there, it's not too bad. Then we have a white foam or gloss pad, and we're gonna use that with some Sonax Perfect Finish. This is the same combo that I used on another white F80, so, and it came out pretty good. So polish removal towels. Once all the compounding and polishing is finished, we can move on from there and we will go towards the coating, the prep and then the coating. But these are just some of the stuff that we're gonna use. Obviously, I'm gonna use a nice bright light to be able to check our work. Go ahead and get started here soon, and I'll come to you with some updates. Okay, before we get started here, I just wanna show some of what the before might look like. I'm gonna try and get some photos on my phone, throw those up as well. But if you can tell, there's just some light swirls, light scratches here on the hood. The goal is just going to be able to get those out, bring back some clarity, get the hood looking good. There you go, you can see it there. So we just want to get rid of those imperfections. Overall, just add a little bit of gloss back to the paint. And then we can throw on our ceramic coating so that we can keep it protected, and we'll be good to go from there. Okay guys, so I just got my first pass completed. You can see we've already removed most of the swirls. We got a few left in there that we got to go back and chase. Otherwise, we're looking much better. This is just one decently quick 2x2 pass. Here you can come to an area that we haven't done. You can see all those swirls. This is kind of what we're looking for. We're just going to try and get most of those swirls out. There's still a little bit of haze left, but that haze is actually micromarring. So that's from the microfiber pad. We'll get that out in our polishing step. So as we go further down the hood, you can see this is someplace where we haven't done the swirls. back to a little bit clearer, no swirls. So we're gonna keep going and give some updates as we get further into this. All right, guys, here we are a few hours later. I've got the whole driver side, basically the whole front end finished. Working on the trunk right now. Open the door. This is actually nice for once in Texas. I'm gonna work on this side next. Probably work into the late hours tonight. Get everything ready to coat by tomorrow. Not really easy to tell, but it's overall just a lot more gloss. A lot more depth to the paint. It actually removes some of the texture that's in there. So it's looking good. Been going for probably about 4 hours now. Paint's not bad. Some areas better than others. Let's see if we can get a good comparison. So this is an area that I just did. You can see it looks pretty good. Pretty clear. And there we go. Full of scratches. There we go. Good idea to what we're moving. Like I said, this is the scratched side. Move over here, much cleaner. Much cleaner. Actually removes a little bit of texture too. It's mostly just haze on the surface that you're seeing that looks like texture, but. And back to the scratches. So we will keep going. Shouldn't be too much longer. Hoping to finish it all tonight. And then run over it with a quick polish. We'll be ready to prep wipe and throw the coating on. I'll come back to you guys with an update in a little bit. Back with another update. Pretty late now, just a little bit past midnight. Been working on the car all day. Everything is compounded, so now it's time to go for a short polish, quick polish. So just gonna go over everything lightly, pull out some of the haze that comes from microfiber and compounding. So we will do that, get the car one light polish over everything, and then I think we should be ready to prep wipe and coat. Everything came out pretty well. Definitely looks better in the garage here. I know it's probably hard to tell on camera, but the gloss is definitely more prominent. So it's looking pretty good. Gonna see how long. Shouldn't take too long to do this polishing. I think maybe an hour or two. But gonna be a late night, so a little warm in the garage tonight, but should cool off a little bit. So then I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up early and go ahead and lay down the first layer. So I will get back to you guys once I'm done polishing. So it's the next day. I got a little sidetracked, just kind of kept working without picking up the camera again, making any other clips. But we got the first layer on, so car's been polished, then prep wiped, and then the first layer of coating was applied. So I'm actually using Crystal Serum Light from Gtechniq, and then I will be topping it with EXO V5, which is also from Gtechniq. So this is a combo I've used before. Super easy to install. Super easy to apply, great water characteristics, water beading, dirt shedding. Got the first layer applied. Car's looking pretty good here in these lights. Just got to get the second layer applied and get all the little details. So make sure you get all the plastics, all the trim, everything like that. We can do that with both layers. No issues. The coating will apply and stick well. Then we should be about good to go. Once we're done with the second layer, we'll let it cure for another, maybe 10-12 hours before we take it outside or anything like that. Other than that, we'll be good. It's been about 8 hours or so since the first layer finished, so we've had plenty of time to let it cure. They say either let it cure for a solid 8 to 12 hours or do it right away. I prefer to let it cure a little bit. We're looking good, progress is good, so. Next morning, so finished the coating last night, finished the second layer, got everything all touched up, looking fantastic. So let it cure overnight, and gonna go ahead and take it outside. Get a look at it now, but you can just see the gloss is pretty crazy. So looking pretty good. We got all painted surfaces are coated, so all the paint, the pillars and stuff like that, that's actually some of the worst parts that needed correction. So we got those all finished up. Paint, all the trim, all the carbon fiber, the front lip. I had already coated the wheels. The windshield's coated. That's with Wolf's nano sealant. The roof was coated. The diffuser's coated. Everything's coated. So we're looking good in here. Actually, even coated the license plate. Gonna pull it out, get it into some light, see how it looks outside. Here she is, all finished, looking good. The gloss is really impressive once you get it out into some light. It's looking good. So we got full paint correction. It ended up being 2 stages. So I did first stage with a microfiber Rupes pad and fast correcting cream. And then the second step was with a gloss, a white foam gloss pad and Sonax Perfect finish. And then after there, we went to a prep wipe. After the prep wipe, we used CarPro Reload for the prep wipe. So that just makes sure no oils left on the surface before we get ready to coat. And then we did our first layer with Gtechniq CSL, and then a topper layer with Gtechniq EXO V5. And this combo is pretty hard to beat. Like I said, the wheels were already coated. Those are coated in armor detail wheel and caliper coating. That's probably one of the best wheel coatings I've ever used. So handles heat really well, track abuse on wheels, and they've still held up pretty well. And then the windshield is coated with Wolf's nano sealant. So, well, that's gonna do it for this video. So got some more things coming. Actually gonna go probably test fit something today. So looking forward to that, but otherwise in the next few weeks got some cool parts coming. So if you wanna see more, stick around. I'll see you guys in the next one.